Okay, we're back working on part 3 of problem 5.2a, and we're going to pick up with the March 26th transaction. Received check for amount due from Target Company for sale on March 16, less credit memo of March 18 and discount. So this means we're going to have to do some calculating here because we made a sale for an original amount, but they returned some. So we have to calculate, well, how much do they still owe us, right? Because they don't owe us as much as originally. And also they're going to take us up on the discount, which was 2%, right? So of course it's 2% on what they actually owe us, not the stuff they returned. So we need to calculate all that. And we need to figure out, well, how much cash are they going to send us? So let's calculate that before we actually do the journal entries. Alright, so this is on 3/26 is when this is happening. So we're just going to do some calculations. You could do these calculations on a piece of scratch paper if you were taking an exam. It doesn't have to be on the journal entries, but it's fine if they're there. I'll be able to tell as long as you got your debits and credits in the right spot. Alright, so they bought $27.5, but they returned $48. So let's start with that. So the account receivable balance equals $27.5 minus $4,800 equals $27.5 minus $4,800 equals $22.7. Alright, so that's our account receivable balance right there. Alright, what is their cash discount? Well, it's 2% of what they owe us. So the discount equals $22,700 times 0.02, which I'm sorry, was it 0.02? It was 0.01. Sorry, 0.01. Well, I don't have to calculate. It's $227. So how much cash are they going to send us? Well, they're going to send us $22.7 minus $227. Which is $22,473. Alright, so there we got our numbers that we need to actually do the journal entry. So the journal entry itself, okay, those are just aside. The journal entry itself is we're getting cash. They're taking their discount, so we're going to track that by putting in sales, discounts. It's important to keep track of who's taking discounts, how much they are. And we're reducing their account receivable. Account receivable Target. Alright, so that's cash, $22,473. Sales discount, $227. And account receivable, $22.7. Alright, and our debits equal our credits, so we're great. Let's move on. On the 28th, we received a check from Vista Company for the sale from March 19th. So let's go back to 19th. Sold merchandise, $82.50. We added $75 to the invoice. We're going to give them a 2% discount. So the first thing to keep in mind is we need to figure out what their account payable amount is, right? Because it was $82.50 plus $75. And what's their discount? Well, their discount is on the merchandise, not the shipping. So our 2% is on $82.50, not the whole entire payable. Alright. So let's figure out the account receivable amount. Account receivable equals $82.50 plus $75. That equals $83.25. Okay, so that's what they owe us. But they're going to get a discount, right? So the discount is $82.50 times 0.02, right? Because you only get discount on the merchandise, not the shipping. So they're going to get $82.50 times 0.02, which is $165. All right, so we have to figure out, well, how much cash are they going to send us? Well, the cash equals $82.50 plus 75 minus 165, which happens to be 81.60. All right, so now we're ready to do our transaction. It's the 28th, and we're getting cash in. 81.60. Here's a sales discount of 165. Right, and the accounts receivable from Vista is 83.25. Receive check for amount due from Empire Company for sale on March 4. Alright, Empire Company, we gave them no discount. They didn't return anything, so they owe us $55.04. Obviously, they're going to be sending us cash, right? Empire, so account receivable Empire is $55.04, the whole amount. That's easy. Next thing, paid delivery services, $5,600 for merchandise delivered throughout the month. So here's an expense we've had throughout the month. Delivery expense. That's what that is. That's a sales expense. So just keep in mind, if you're ever doing a multi-step income statement, that delivery expense would be a selling expense, not an administrative expense. All right, so delivery expense is $5,600. They just tell us that. And so you may recall expenses are going to always be your debits, and you pay them with cash. Typically, could be that you'd have an account payable racked up, $5,600. So an expense, and we paid it with cash. Nothing actually even new there. Paid Citibank $940 for service fees. So just another expense. That's all we're getting at. So we're going to call this credit card service fee expense. And we're going to pay it with cash. And it was $940. And I know that in the book there's one more transaction, but we're not keeping up with taxes. So we're done. I hope you liked that problem, and good luck when you work those kind of things on the exam.